Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be talking about how to protect your hotel brand on Google. So let's just dive right in. So we have a Google brand protection campaign and we're going to be discussing through the campaign level setup, the ad group and ad level setup, and how to evaluate performance of your brand protection campaign. So firstly, the campaign level, this is what it will look like when you start creating a new campaign on Google. Firstly, I always choose create a campaign with other goals guidance. It's going to be a search type campaign. And for conversion goals, it's up to you, but it's usually page views or purchases or bookings. And for campaign name, I'll be doing search branded ABC hotel. Just put your hotel there. And that's pretty much it. For bidding, you'll probably want to be doing clicks first. This is because you want to maximize for clicks before you optimize for getting bookings. I always start my campaigns with maximizing clicks first. Then when I find what works, I'll usually transition to bidding on maximize conversions and bookings. For networks, I only want my hotel to appear when people search on Google. So I'm going to be unticking search network and display network. Now for locations, this is going to be pretty important. For you, you're going to input your hotel location. Let's do Netherlands, just for example. And location options. Here you want to do presence. So you only want to target people inside your country. If it's presence or interest, it'll also target people having interest in your country, which is not really accurate. So languages. This will depend on whether your country speaks English or any other languages at all. So for example, if your hotel is located in the Netherlands, you might want to include Dutch as well. Audience segments. This is usually for retargeting campaigns, so we'll leave it at that. Broad match keywords. This will be left off on default and we want to keep it that way. Automatically created assets, we want to leave it off as well. For more settings, ad rotation, I usually just leave it on, prefer the best performing ads. Start and end dates, just leave it running for as long as possible. And now we have entered the ad group level. So for ad group structure, once again, depending on where your hotel is at, I usually split my campaigns into two ad groups if my country speaks more than one language. Let's say English and Dutch. I'll do two ad groups. One ad group will take them to the English landing page, and the second ad group will focus on taking them to the Dutch landing page. For ad group 1, you can name it English. So let's enter some keywords for our hotel. Once again, this is a brand protection campaign, so we'll probably want to enter our hotel name as a keyword. So just for example here, I can do ABC Hotel. Now what these double quotations and brackets means is the type of match. You can see here, match type help control which search can trigger your ads. So usually when you start off, you just want to start with a phrase match or an exact match. This is because you want your ads to show up exactly for people who are searching for your hotel in your location and not something else. And another example I might do is ABC Hotel Chicago. This is really good if your hotel name might be similar to other brands' hotel name. So if you can specify the location of your hotel in the keywords as well, that will also include in the intent of the keyword, and it will be easier for you to rank and to appear on the results page when people search for your hotel. And what you might also want to include are different ways that your hotel are called. Maybe some hotels are called ABC Boutique Hotel instead of ABC Hotel. Or some hotels might just be called Hotel ABC instead. Yep, so apart from keyword match types, which are the double quotations and the brackets, it's going to be pretty easy to come up with these on your own because it's your hotel brand. Moving on to the ads level, so we have the final URL. So as mentioned before, this is an English ad group, so we want to take visitors who click on this ad to the English landing page. So if your hotel website supports multiple languages, which it absolutely should, you should definitely take people to the landing page, to the home page that corresponds with the language that the ad specifies. So final URL might be abchotel.com/en, usually something like that. And for display path, you might enter this, you might not. You can say hotel booking, like that. So for headlines are very important. You want to include as much keywords as possible in your headlines. So I'm going to do ABC Hotel. And then after including all of my search keywords in my headlines, I'm going to be inserting my hotel's unique selling proposition. This is what makes your hotel stand out or might convince customers to book with you other than other hotels. So I might say free breakfast, great service, free late checkout. So this is what I have for now: free breakfast, great service, free late checkout, parking, boutique hotel. And I have a couple of call to actions such as book your stay today, book now, book direct for best rates. So ideally you'll want to fill up all 15 out of 15 headlines. So just try and fill up as much as possible for Google to be able to optimize. Same for descriptions. I want to fill in all 4 descriptions and I want them to also include my keywords in there. For images, you want the best high quality images as possible so the customers who see your ad are more enticed to click. Business name, you want to include your business name, and business logo, you'll also want to include your business logo in here. You also want to fill in the site links, the call out, and any other asset types that suits for your hotel. This is because the more you fill in, the better you're taking advantage of the digital real estate. After setting everything up, you will want your ad strength to be excellent. Moving on to budget, you can either choose from recommended budget by Google or just set them yourself. And that is pretty much the step-by-step guide on how you can create your brand protection campaign on Google. The only thing I'll do next, if your country speaks more than one language, let's say Dutch and English, I'll create a separate ad group named Dutch, change the landing page to that language landing page, and change all the headlines, description, site links, and callouts to that language as well. So after you do that, you will have 2 ad groups targeting 2 separate languages. Moving on to how you would evaluate performance. Firstly, clicks and click-through rate. You would ideally want the click-through rate for your brand protection campaigns to be high, somewhere around 40 or 50% or higher. This would indicate the customers who are searching for your hotel are clicking on your website instead of OTAs. For cost per click, this would vary based on each hotel, but you should expect to pay more per click for people who are searching for your brand. And last but not least is auction insights. So to access auction insights, you would go into Insight and Reports, Auction Insights. You would want to come in and check auction insights after at least 1 week of running your ads to measure performance. So in this example, you can see that I'm ranking higher than both Booking.com and Agoda. Impression share is the total number of times that we have showed up when people search for our hotel brand. Top of page rate measures how often we rank in the top 3 of the search results page. And absolute top of page rate measures how often we rank in number 1. If you want to read more about what these terms means, you can simply hover them with your mouse and read more. So as you can see for this campaign, I placed in the top 3 93.81%, which is really good, and 79.2% I placed in the top 1. So this is probably something you want your campaign's performance to look like. And that is how you can protect your hotel brand on Google in 2024. If this was helpful, drop a comment down below and subscribe because I'll be posting a lot more content on how to help your hotel get more bookings. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.